Tja, und währenddessen würde ich mal sagen, machen wir mal weiter. Le Pen, Pauline, wie sieht's jetzt hier aus?
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident, and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kinich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... How dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Eine Stunde später.
Something like this.
Tja, ungewöhnlich.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Wurde immerhin auch von einer professionellen Ingenieurin angefertigt.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Okay, vielen Dank, Le Pen, Pauline. Ich kann es kaum erwarten, dass die Veranstaltung beginnt.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Also, Kinich scheint etwas sagen zu wollen. Lasst uns einen ruhigeren Ort suchen. Nachdem ihr euch von Pauline verabschiedet habt, sucht ihr...
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
Tja, sie sah uralt aus.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
Ja, ich sollte mitkommen.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away.
Gut, let's go.
Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Also, so viel zu tun gibt es jetzt aktuell hier noch nicht. Der aktuelle Zyklus ist ja noch nicht fertig und wir haben noch keine weiteren Möglichkeiten, hier irgendwas aufzubauen. Allerdings könnten wir, sag mal, kurz im Escoffier reden. Wie geht's?
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
Tja, gute Mitarbeiter sind schwer zu finden. So, sonst noch irgendjemanden hier in der Gegend, den ich kenne? Ah, interessant. Jetzt sehe ich ja auch, dass das hier Metallplatten sind. Hätte ich ansonsten eher für Stein gehalten. Aber wie dem auch sei, es gibt hier anscheinend nicht so viele Leute, die ich kenne und mit denen ich jetzt reden könnte. Also machen wir uns ja, sag mal, auf den Weg zum Palais Mermonia. Okay, das war ein bisschen ungewöhnlich, dass wir hier hingesprungen sind. Ah, und sieh mal an. Ororon und Aoife. Synchro vorhanden oder Synchro weg?
Oh, man.
Okay, seine Synchro musste natürlich ja da sein, weil er jetzt natürlich an diese Version hinzugekommen ist. Als spielbarer Charakter.
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Ororon, Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kinich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Cacucu.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
Ach, macht doch nichts.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Jo, freut mich, dich kennenzulernen, kleiner Brudi.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Cacucu? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Cacucu.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Cacucu. Suffice it to say, Cacucu's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Cacucu, so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
Das haben fliegende Objekte wohl nun mal so an sich.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Cacucu get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Cacucu flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Cacucu sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Cacucu's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about, left, right, and center.
Paimon, ich glaube, du hast ein paar Actionfilme in letzter Zeit zu viel gesehen.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Cacucu. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
Naja, mit anderen Worten, in diesem Gebäude könnte sich gerade nicht nur ein Phantastosaurier befinden, sondern zwei.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Cacucu.
Wie es der Zufall will, wollten Kinich und ich sowieso gerade zum Palais Mermonia gehen.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Cacucu doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Cacucu doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Na gut, dann retten wir jetzt erstmal Cacucu vor der Bürokratie. Oder, Eva?
Back when we first met Cacucu in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
Tja, haben wirklich noch Zeit, Witze zu machen. Aber jetzt schauen wir erstmal nach Cacucu.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Er musste also anscheinend auch in Nouvillettes Büro hineinflattern. Hey, Sidine. Aus Herrn Nouvillettes Büro kommen seltsame Geräusche. Sollten wir vielleicht nachsehen, ob alles in Ordnung ist? Ich mach das schon, keine Sorge. Ah, Frisley ist auch hier. Und die Couch ist weg. Ah nein, sie ist doch noch da. Das wird jetzt auf jeden Fall ein sehr interessantes Gespräch. Glaube ich.
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Echt jetzt, Bro? Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
Yo. Er ist der Bro eines Bros. Bro.
He's a friend. Yeah, a saurian friend of a human friend.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kinich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Mermonia. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Cacucu, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Das ist zwar alles etwas seltsam, aber sie sind wirklich zwei großartige Fantastosaurier.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kinich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Kinich erzählt Nouvellette und Ricey von Paulins Fund der Pistole. Nouvellette erkundigt sich bei den zuständigen Gendarmen und tatsächlich finden sie die Kiste und die Pistole, von denen Pauline gesprochen hat.
Wow! It really is exactly like Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kinich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Ridsley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this guns lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Ja, ich würde euch auch gern helfen.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
Von ein paar klasse Typen aus Natlan.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Cacucu qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Cacucu. Excited?
Ich kann seinen Freunden die Nachricht überbringen.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Keine Ursache.
Alright then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
Gut. Ach, die drei unterhalten sich immer noch ein bisschen.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natlan would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Cacucu, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
Na, ich denke, sagt Nouvellette hat ein paar klitzekleine Probleme, sagt mit der ganzen Sache. Ja, dürfte ein paar klitzekleine Übersetzungsprobleme haben. Aber darum müssen wir uns jetzt nicht kümmern. Wir müssen uns gleich erstmal wieder um das Filmfestival kümmern.
Ororon, Eva, we found Cacucu!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
Ich habe eine gute und eine schlechte Nachricht.
Oh no. When I saw that Cacucu wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Eva. Maybe Cacucu just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Cacucu's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Er hatte sogar ein interessantes Gespräch mit ein paar wichtigen Persönlichkeiten.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Cacucu accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Cacucu is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
Ihr müsst nur noch ein bisschen warten.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Cacucu actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Ororon and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Alles klar, Bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
Tja, Moment, das über Nacht erbaute Fall... Ach so, ja, das haben wir jetzt abgeschlossen. Den ersten Akt. Eine Wendung nach der anderen. Oh, das könnten wir natürlich machen innerhalb von 2 Tagen. Aber jetzt will ich doch erstmal sehen, haben wir jetzt hier noch was zu erledigen? Ist der Zyklus immer noch nicht beendet?